Hello folks and welcome back to IXION, where last time... It was raining outside. Where last time we are pretty much done. Like, we are just doing minor things to finish up this sector. Grab the rest of the iron over there and the carbon. There's carbon over here, there's some silicon to be picked up over there and over here. Just picking up all the stuff that's left over here. Fleet-wise, prioritize mining the silicon, please. You're gonna grab the iron. Once you grab the iron, you grab the carbon. Then grab people in the third place. You grab silicon second, then people in third place. We're gonna finish up iron, silicon, as much carbon as we can, as many people as we can, then leave. I want to leave the system by the end of the episode. The plan is to leave the system by the end of this episode. We have 270 here, people. So plus, if this lock, we can get another 60 in here. Plus another like 200 in there. I'm still at 325 here. So I don't want to go too much over capacity, but we're quite full. The train station has helped. Actually, you've got a train station now, right? Now, do you have specialization? Yeah, space tier 1. Docking bays and load resources faster and help repairs more efficient. Which is nice.
No more resources available to mine.
Right, the mining is done. So we're bringing in a little bit of everything else. That's now full. We're gonna fill up the carbon here. Really bucking it down outside. Food again. Plentiful food. We have here Conatus Memorial. You're generating stuff. Train has nothing to be grabbed. Water treatment center turns waste into water. Nuclear plant turns hydrogen into power. Health center because it might be the next big one I care about.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Also occurred in Tiqqun. Crop farm. Ooh. Oh, we got plenty of food. We got plenty of food. I just went ooh as if like, oh no. You need a train station. It's crew transfer only. So I guess you don't need a train station. I wanted to build one, didn't I? That's why that's here. Although you have no alloy. Naze, doshite? Why do you have no alloy? That's currently off, that's why. That's currently off, so it's not generating any more to send anymore. That explains a lot. Turn that on again, please. There we go. Okay. That's down for a day. Silicon ion transfers. 150, so that's almost done. I don't want to wake up. I don't need to wake up some more people specifically for here. Because if I want to grab everyone who's in space and bring them here, that's gonna fill up. That's gonna fill up, and it's gonna have more people in storage than they have in resting, which is okay. I mean, it's not too bad right now. Open my mouth to say that. Like, nah, it's probably fine. Okay. Plenty of water. Waste ongoing.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Food spec is active, I think. Yeah, food spec is active, so please produce more waste. And then that's there. Alternative life is there. Marduk is there. Churning out, yeah, we're churning out those again. I'm gonna build up the cell housing over there. Yeah, it's 125, 125, 40, 40, 40, 40. If I get a couple of demonic quarters up and running here, it's not going to be simple because stuff is tricky. But I can get a couple of demonic. If I can get a couple of demonic quarters running over here, not replacing these, adding to them. Is that going to matter? Because between these are 250 between them. And then this would be 280 if these are all demonic quarters. And that would be an increase of 80, 160. To update all these into demonic quarters, it would all be 160 worth, wouldn't it? There, and there would be 160 worth of alloy to get the upgrade done. We're currently churning that away. Let's go over there. How are we doing over here? Grabbing the silicon, grabbing the carbon. Iron? No, silicon. Silicon's good. We're sending the silicon over here. That's good. Oh, are you storing silicon? No, better. Don't store silicon. Yeah, I think we are going to be doing this. We're going to go ahead and slowly but surely switch these to demotic quarters. One at a time, I think. Dismantle that building. Build the demotic quarter there. It's complicated because of,
accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
because of that. We've got to slowly wait for it to get pulled away. I could put one there, just straight up do that there. Would make it a bit easier, wouldn't it? Go on then, do that there. It'll help out. People aren't happy, why? Oh, people, because with that movement there, people are mostly living in cell housing. Right, okay. I didn't realize you were this close to the gap here. Wow. 'Cause you haven't got a train station as well. That's why. You've lost essentially a swing of 3 compared to everyone else. That's not building that one. Good. Wow. You were supplied by everyone else, so you actually you didn't even get enough to clear this out. Jesus. There you go. Good. Next one over. Build that one over there. At the same time, tear that one down. We're negative at the moment, so I'm just going to hopefully get this done as soon as possible.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Sector 1, that's fine. And so alloy stuff. How's the alloy doing here? Do that. Like, that should let it. It'll stop it. It'll basically start filling from here rather than pulling out from everywhere else. And I'll put another one over here. And tell that to get rid of that one. That's still got spare. There's plenty of spare space over there. Get rid of that one. 44. Get rid of that one. 14 people there, but that'll fill up with those. I'll build one more over there, which means we can unfreeze more people from here and start sending them over here. That is the plan. We're still building up a lot of science at the moment. Okay, we've got that science. Now what are we going to do with that science? Because science is just kind of sitting there. I mean, you have pretty much everything you need. Like, there's no... Unless it's specifically those two, we know what's coming. So I kind of want to get algae farms, so I want to figure out how much energy... We have time. I want to find out what does that entail. What are the ratios for algae farms? Okay. It's going to get built there. That's built there. Everyone's happy. Everyone's super happy because most people are now living in demoted quarters. That's gone. That's going to come back. We build one more. There. Issue with that is a lot of that's going to get replenished from... Hang on, let's do this right now. Let's quickly just stop that from being replenished. Just temporarily. So it can empty out that one. Once that one's empty, we can turn replenishment back on again. Right, okay, that can get back on again. Now, it means that now we have space in this sector for 335 people, which means we can make up another 54 people and send them over no problem. So what is it? Why are you having issues with transfer then? What's causing the issues with transfer? Is it because their stuff is full? This bunch should be...
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Okay, 0.8, fine. Okay, so what was it? What are we getting? What did you just research? Algae farm, right? Okay. So what is the ratios here? A moderate amount of water to large amount. Now, when did you come up? Algae farm. Let's have a look. Because we can build and destroy with with no problem whatsoever. It's not. There's no loss and issue with that. I'm curious to see what that would do in the long run. How much would this generate? And is it like? It was still on the lines of generating using moderate water. It seems that it's more effective than the crop farm. It's significant amount of water for a large amount of food, but this is a moderate amount of water for a large amount of food. But it might be like it might be more efficient per farm, but you get less farms per field, but less farms per thing in total. I don't know. Let's find out. So we can have up to, again, we can get 53 additional people here. Did that fill up a bit? Okay, I'm kind of curious how far this is going to go, you know? Get an entry. Yeah, take a lot of resources and research to build. Is it going to take them more? What's the research here? It's every field transforms 1.5 water into 1.6 food per cycle. Every 10 cycles. Every field here transforms 4 water into 1.7 food per cycle every 5 cycles. You can have up to 4 of them. So hang on, let's do maths here. How big is the field as well? I should build this one up. Never mind. I'll deal with this. So this has got 9 fields. 9 fields. Each field generates 1.6 per cycle. Let me bring up a calculator here so I can know what's happening here. It's 9 fields generating again 1.6, which is 14.4. Sure. 14.4 a cycle times 10 cycles is 144 food per cycle. I don't need a calculator for that bit. 144 food per cycle, so for every 10 cycles. 144 food every 10 cycles, and for that it is using 130 135 water. It uses 135 water every 10 cycles to produce 144 food every 10 cycles. Here, if we build 4 of these, so we'll be using 4.7 times 4 times 2, because these are every 5 cycles. So one of these will produce 376 food every 10 cycles. And I need to do like a whole table of stuff here because of cost per total. It is definitely a better water to food ratio, right? So again, this is doing 4.7 food per cycle. So every 10 cycles, this is producing 47 food. There's 4 of them, so it's 188. Hang on, what? 4.7 food per cycle. What did I get? Yeah. Times 2, but it's every 10 cycles. It's 9.4 food every 10 cycles, and there's 4 of them. It's times 20, not times 2. 4.7 per cycle, times 10. 10 cycles. What am I talking about? My maths is all over the place. So 47 food every 10 cycles, and there's 4 of them. It's 188 food. And it's the 188 food for 860 water. Okay. Now, total amount of workers required here is 25. 5 for the plantations, so 20 for the plantations and 5 here. Total amount of workers required here is 4, plus 4, 9 and 4 is a 36, 40. So you get 40 workers here, you have 25 workers here. Total power requirements. I'm assuming that's 34 for the entire everything here. This is 9, 3 to 27. Plus another 7 power for the crop farm. How much is a simple crop farm power-wise? 7, yeah. So 34 power here. This would be 9 plus 4 6s are 24. 35. This would be 35 power. Wait, 9? 6, it's 9 plus 24 would be 33 power. 33 power. There's less power, less workers. The same, 33. The same amount of power for less workers. Faster, more food generation with less water usage. Is this strictly just an upgrade? Because you even have this has been almost entirely fully upgraded. What do you get here? You get controlled mitosis, which increases additional plantation. So it can get up to 6 plantations, and every plantation just increases the efficiency. So 6 plantations would be even crazier than that. I'll have one of each. Sure, I'll have one of each. Not necessarily right now. Not necessarily right now, but I'll have one of each. Let's let time pass, and I'll take this down again because I don't need it at the moment. That was just theoreticals. I was just interested in the idea. So on a purely limited perspective, the algae farm seems to be more efficient than the crop farm. Space efficiency? Yeah, because it seems to be the same size. The crop farm seems to be the same size as this, so you can get 5 of them in the same amount of space. This is what? This is a 4x6. So if you had 5 of them, you'd be 18 by 8. Whereas this is 3 by 6 for that one, and then 4 by 4 is across the board, which is 12 by 12. That's not 6, is it? That's 6 across that way. That's not 6 across that way. 4 and 6. It'd be 12 here. Looks like that's there. What's exactly the same for 5? Oh, okay. So if you have every single plantation unlocked, it'll be slightly bigger than this. But if you have only 5 plantations unlocked, it's still more efficient than this because it's a more efficient base than this. So for the exactly the same amount of space, not including the initial farm, you get the base thing 5 plantations, and with that 5 plantations, you're gonna get way more food out of the same space for less people, for less for more power. Fair play, but it's gonna be more power because 33 power for the base version with an additional field would use more. Okay, what are we doing here? I'm just yakking while time is passing. The silicon's done, so you are now grabbing. Hermes is now grabbing people, I would imagine. The Hermes is now bringing in people. Slowly bringing in silicon, but bringing in people. You're bringing in carbon. We've now hit cycle elite. 45. What was the number again? The number we were looking for, it's 405 people. Oh wow, never mind. Since it's been built, that's not 124 people. I'll send 50 over immediately. You're still happy, aren't you? Yeah, you're still happy. When you stop being as happy, I'll ship people over. We got a lot of spare capacity here. Here, silicon's up there, full. We've worked through all the iron now. We have worked through all the iron, which is now I can turn that off again. Yeah, we definitely need to move. Again, I want to move by the end of this episode, so I want to just grab as many people as possible here. The second that the silicon's done, both of them are going to be filled up with people. 55. Yeah, we've passed elite. Yeah, you're bringing in carbon. That's not going to end, isn't it? The carbon's not going to end anytime soon. You still got plenty of carbon to bring in. How much carbon have I actually got on the station? Oh, nothing. We got space to go still.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Okay. 58 people homeless at the moment. Again, these places can all supply 400 people. Let's say 1,400 people. So that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Come on, let's get this jump sorted out. You're now sending stuff over here. We have plenty of spare waste. To the point that I kind of want to build a second waste treatment center. There's enough waste being generated to supply 2 waste treatment centers. Yeah, there's definitely enough to be done for supplying 2 of these at this point. Space population factories, waste treatment centers does fit here. We could get 2 waste treatment centers over here. Put this even closer to. This is just waste in production. I mean, it would help bring this even higher, closer to production tier 2. I mean, you need the workers. I mean, here, how many workers you got spare here? You have 90 workers spare here, give or take. No, 80, 82. And that requires 20 each, which is fine, actually. Yeah, that's completely and totally okay. That would work fine.
An accident has occurred in the
76. We're waking up loads, aren't we? Right, let's just shove a good number over that way now. We'll shove, because here you have almost 100 workers more than required. So we'll tell you to send from sector 1 to sector 2. With 120 people over. That basically means that they're pretty much full. You have way under the. You're way under. You still have more than the required number of workers here. I think. Have I done that properly? We have 145 out of 172 required. Potentially not. I might have to turn that off briefly. Well, that's gonna get turned off soon.
sector is being overworked.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off real briefly. Extra hours. I can't turn that off. What can I turn off? I can turn off this. That's not being used right now. I'll turn off you. Briefly. I'm turning off the tech right now. Turning off tech just feels wrong. It feels wrong in so many ways that I kind of refuse to do it. I'll turn off... That's not being used at the moment. That's not being used at the moment. Because that's full. No more silicons coming in. That's not being used at the moment. That's not being used at the moment. We're down to 4 people left over. That's because there's 17 people being healed. The second 4 of them come back offline will be just about okay. Carbon's still coming in, so we can't turn that off right now. I don't need this right now. There you go. We're currently optimal. You're now full of people. There's still a bunch of people. Yeah. You have more than you have a... I didn't send 150 workers over, did I? Bloody hell! I didn't send 150. I sent any crew, right? Okay. That felt like a bit excessive. You just sent in all the workers. That felt a bit excessive. Sure, whatever. Because I got 400 people here being over here now. 400 there. Optimize. Or start switching to demotic. I wonder. The people who left here left from the optimized quarters. That's weird. Bringing optimized. Optimized or demotic? Hard to guess. Demotic. How do for our workers then? We have... We need to get that number up to 150 workers available in the sector. 448 left in space. Carbon's still coming in. There's still space for 6 here, because 6 people in the cell housing won't move to demotic quarters even though they're available. Weird. Once that's built, we'll tear this one down. We'll start shifting stuff over. But we're almost there. We're getting very, very close to... Right, 654 here, we did. We did algae farm. Can't do anything that requires the mushroom wall upgrades. The controlled symbiosis ones. Observatory provides stability in the sector, reduces max hull by 25. We don't need that yet. Provides 2 stability in the sector. This bonus can be extended to each sector contributed tracing. Oh, hello. Intriguing. That could spread. You know what? Health center me. I'm not quite there yet, but we're doing nothing else at the moment, so health center me. Alright, how are we doing here? 145. The second we hit 150, that goes on. I could probably turn it on now. I mean, I've got enough to turn it on now. Go on in. Let's not waste time here. The thing is, if there's an accident, I'll have to turn it off. I'll have to turn it off again. Yeah, 294 here, so you gotta start churning them out faster. I might actually upgrade the bloody... Is the one that upgrades the release of people. Oop, nope, no, not yet. How much left? Oop, nope, wrong button. 415 left out in the world. That's full there. Yeah, I see it. There's definitely space for a second waste treatment center somewhere. There's definitely space for a second waste treatment center somewhere. We can even work with waste here. The point where, for example, you... Actually, you're now building up waste, aren't you? Yes, you're now building up waste. You're going to start building up waste as well. We need a second waste treatment center now. Especially with all the extra people coming in, we definitely need the extra waste treatment center. Which is weird, because oh, damn it. Hang on. How much are we doing for the people over here? Maintenance? Stockpile medium. Here. That's going to be that. We'll tear that down. We'll build a waste treatment center there. There's the space for it. It has the space for it. Because now we're bringing additional people. There's going to be more people in sleep than there is going to be awake here. We're very, very close to that. Okay. Let's turn this off. Let's just delete this immediately. Shuffle all those people across. Pick all those people up. Delete that one. The carbon's coming across and getting shuffled off. Are we full of carbon? No, we're still shuffling people around. Okay, good. Turning people out over here. So we have 344 awake here. How many people can we actually keep when we live here? 395, okay. So between all this, we do have 1,200 people. That's going to go there. Workers here available plentiful. Can we make ourselves a second waste treatment center here? Yes, we can. We have the power for it. Yes, we do. We have the workers. Yes, we do. We're going to put that there. Is there any tech left over from waste treatment that I need to worry about? Nothing specifically for electronics. For the alloy stuff is done. What do we need for workers here? Plentiful. Just churn through this stuff for me, will you? You got silicon. Might as well churn through it. Just empty this out, please. Thank you. The second that says 0. It doesn't say 0 yet. There you go. I can get turned off. Just gonna start churning through that. That's gonna get built up over there. See, we're doing a lot of stocking up of waste here. Right. Start filling that up. Start generating more alloys, please. Come on. Now I'm gonna do here. We're gonna be increasing your. Actually, there's no reason. There's no point. Are you gonna be increasing the amount of you're storing? Don't bother increasing that because it'll automatically fill up in due course anyway. Okay. 316 left out in space. 241. The health center's online. Okay, so the health center, how much does the health center actually require? Population. 100. 150. This is way smaller than I thought it was going to be. Holy hellfire! This is actually tiny. Can accommodate injured crew members from any sectors connected by train stations. That doesn't fit there, does it? No, that doesn't fit there. Please. No. Okay, that's way too small. If it's there though, I can. If I remove that road there, I can put it across there. Right. Finish churning these. Every 10 cycles is complicated. They are, I think, thankfully about 5 cycles apart now. They're churning about 5 cycles apart. I'm surprised these don't stock up, like, cause there's clearly enough stockpiling space here for them to start churning extra stuff. Right, so yeah, you're done. Yeah, we're just churning out all here. It's gonna get churned out soon. That's gonna churn out over soon. Start working through that. Once you're done, which is gonna be real soon. Let's just see how you're like. I think you're exactly halfway, which is probably the best way I could have done this. So every 5 cycles we're generating 50. Yeah, but every 5 cycles we're generating 50 alloy. That's fine by me. Are we full of carbon? We are full of carbon. So right now I'm going to tell you to stop worrying about the carbon. We're full of people as well. Folks, okay, I'm going to call it here now. I'm going to do a little bit more off camera just to get this the last bits of junk in. Then we'll start next episode by jumping, okay? I'll catch you all next time. See you then. Bye-bye.